Hey guys, so wanted to bring you guys along while I'm replacing the starter on this Bolens Iseki diesel tractor. So issue I'm having is that the starter turns over very slow, and now I could deal with the starter turning over real slow, but now it's gotten to the point where the solenoid's actually starting to go on it, and I'm having to take out a wrench and jump the wires. So I wasn't going to make a video on this, but came across something very unique on this, and let me see if I can get the camera in here. So this bolt right here, it's a 17 mil, so that's no big deal. But the problem is that there's so little clearance that I can't get enough to turn. And so I'm going to go, well, okay, well, I'm going to put a socket on there. Well, the problem is that, let me show you on the front, it's a little easier. So if I put this back in, you're going to see there's a huge clearance problem right here where I can't, if the bolt's all the way in here, I can't get the socket on there. So in the back, it's even worse because you've got the alternator and all that stuff in the way. So what I did was I started with a 17 mil socket and, well, actually, I'm sorry, 17 mil wrench, cracked this loose. And then I went to an 18 mil socket, and that allows me to have this at a funky angle and be able to turn this. So I'm going to back this bolt out and get you guys off of shaky cam, get you onto the tripod here. I've already gone through and disconnected the wires because I didn't think I was going to do any filming on this. Now, I was just watching a Sam Crack video yesterday, and he was talking about his Ferrari and how he had to get a super special part for it, for the transmission, and that the bolt, or excuse me, not the bolt, the pump from Ferrari was some ridiculous amount of money. So he just ended up looking up the part number, and he found out that it fits an Opel or something. I forget what it was exactly. Fiat or some weird car. And so he was able to get the part a lot cheaper. So that's kind of what happened with this one here. I ended up looking up this part number here, and I kind of get a couple places and everything like that. Well, needless to say, I ended up looking up this starter, and I found somewhere that actually listed the starter, and the starter was $400 and some odd for it. And I had a hard time believing that was a good price. So I started looking up. This is an Isuzu motor that this tractor runs, and it happens to be cast right on the side of it, a 2AB1 style block. So, well, this happens to be a 2-cylinder diesel. So I started looking up these starters for those, and this happens to be what's called an industrial motor, an industrial diesel. And lo and behold, they're a really common starter. And so I got I don't even know what you'd want to call it, a generic kind of style. It is made for this engine, a 2AB1, but it's the newer style high torque motor. So that'll be nice. We'll get this part off somehow, some shape, some way. To figure out what's holding it on right now. It's just that tight of a fit, I think. Oh my goodness. They shoehorned this starter in here, I'll tell you that much. All right, let me, there we go. Success. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. Bird tried building a nest in here. Park it outside in the spring. Boy, that was a mistake. Damn birds tried to eat that thing. Now, this terminal is pretty well shot. You can see that the starter was just cooking itself every time it tried to function. So I'm going to cut this end off because the new starter uses a spade terminal. So I'm just going to test this, make sure that fits right in there. So that's great. The connections are a heck of a lot easier to get to. So let's go ahead, put this back on here. Amen. Beautiful. Now, I bought this starter, like I said, I bought it off of, I think, eBay, and it was $59 shipped. So that was the best deal I could find on it. And I'm not saying I went for the cheapest, but I just looked at the reviews of the starter, and had good reviews, and from the pictures it looked like it was this high torque. Now, me being a Dodge guy, my old 280, not 289s, well, that's a Ford. My old 318s and the 360s from the 70s, they used to use that old style starter that was on here before with the big housing and all that stuff. And then when Chrysler switched over to the Magnum motors, heck, they might have even done it in the last of the LA style motors, but they switched over to this high torque style starter. Bolts right up, and goodness gracious, it just wakes up that starting system. It just brings it right into the modern day. So yeah, so when I saw that, I was pretty excited about it. You know. And then funny thing was that if I wanted the conventional style starter, it was $105 or something around there. So that's the style I went with. Beautiful. Now, let's see here. It's kind of weirdly zip tied in here. Now this wire here looks like I'm gonna have to extend that one also. So yeah, because this here, I'm not even sure where that goes, but it's kind of all twisted. Let me see here. Maybe we could do something about this. Maybe I can get it down there. I guess I can get it down there. No, I don't know if I like that wire being that stretched. I guess for testing purposes, you can put this wire on here. Put that on there. Make it positive. I'm not sure what the hell happened to my positive. It got bent all the heck. Let me get a pair. Alright. So I hit pause. I guess I didn't hit pause. So, try to get this bent back in some type of fashion. That's better. Apples go on there nice. Alright, that's on there nicely. Get this boot to kind of cover over the whole thing. I think I'm going to be, I know I'm definitely going to be redoing these wires right here. Getting those a little bit longer. So that's that. Now, let's see, what else do I need? Oh, I need to cut this and crimp on a straight terminal. So I'll let that cool down. Cut this zip tie off. A little warm still. There we go. All right. You know, either it's going to start or this video is going to get deleted. Alright. So, I'll go ahead, do this here, and let's try it. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to try starting it with the air intake closed, so that just shuts the motor off. Oh my goodness. Let's turn it on so that it is gonna be able to start. Wow, this thing already sounds better. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow, this tractor has never started this fast. Never. It was before it was roar, roar, roar. And in the winter, oh my goodness, this thing couldn't even, you had to glow plug it forever before it would even give any likeliness that it was going to start. So this is awesome. All right.